Autodesk Inventor. In this video we're going to be working with some planes. Here's a simple shape that we have here. It's kind of an open cube shape with some pillars here in the middle. Pillars are square. So we look at that shape open through there. So the top and the bottom bases are 5 inches by 5 inches. They're 1.5 inches thick each. And then I've got those 4 pillars that are 1 inch by 1 inch. And the distance from the bottom base to the top cap is 5 inches. All right, let me go in there and see what we can do to get this part made. I click on New. I'm going to double click on Standard Part. I'm going to use the box command. I'm going to do this on my XZ plane. Click in the center here. This is 5 inches by 5 inches and it's 1.5 inches thick. And I hit the house. We can see there's our shape, right? If I want to zoom in and out on this, I can use the roller on my mouse. If I push my roller away, the part gets smaller. If I pull it towards me, it gets larger. This is the opposite of what happens in AutoCAD. To pan, I press down on the roller button and I can move that object on my screen. So here we go. That top cap is 5 inches away. So I need a plane, a surface to work on out here. So I'm going to click on the plane tool. And right here you can see that it's starting to highlight that material there. I haven't shown you this before in the other videos, but down in the lower left-hand corner, Inventor's keeping track of what we're trying to do, and it's giving us directions. So if we read this, it says define work plane by highlighting and then selecting geometry. So my geometry is the top of that block. So it's highlighted right now, but what I want to do is when I highlight it, I want to left click, hold my mouse button down, and start moving up off that surface. A lot of people release that mouse button before they start moving it away, getting a little bit frustrated, not being able to figure out what's going on. Our distance between the two pieces is 5 inches. So I put that in there, press enter. I now have a work plane that's 5 inches from the top surface of the bottom block. I'm going to do another box, draw on that surface. I'm going to click on that center command, and I'm going to zoom this out just to help you guys see a little bit. I'm going to go here. This is 5 inches by 5 inches, and it's 1.5 inches thick. And there we go. All right. Now I need to put those pillars, those columns in there, right? I'm not going to use the box command for this. When I use the box command, it actually turns off some of my tools that are available to me in drawing, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to click on Start a New Sketch, and I'm going to sketch on this right here. Now, look at that. This top cap is now in our way. We can't see where we want to be drawing. Down at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to go to the icon that is listed as Slice Graphics. The hotkey for that is F7. When I do that, I'm now looking just at the surface of that block. So if I click here, you can see I'm right on that surface. Over on my cube toolbar, I'm going to click on Previous View, and then I'm going to go up and grab the rectangle command. I'm going to go right to the corner, make sure I have a green dot, move out a little bit. This is 1 inch, tab 1 inch to get that geometry on there. All right. I right click, tell it okay, I'm done with that. I could redraw that in the 4 corners, but I want to show you a tool that's available in here. It's pretty cool. It's a rectangular pattern tool. I'm going to click on rectangular pattern. First thing I'm going to do is select the geometry that I want to use in this pattern. I'm going to click and tell it which direction I want to go. And so I'm going to click. And if you look, there's the arrow, and the arrow is showing that I'm going to move the other one over to the right-hand side. If I look, I can faintly see there's another piece of geometry there. If I type in 4, you can see it starts lining up even more. All we want are 2, right? So I'm going to go 2 on that direction. But now the spacing between them, if it's 5 inches across and my block that I'm moving is 1 inch, I know that that would give me 4 inches of distance of separation between them. So there we go. I've got 2 of those, it's 4 inches, but while I'm here, I might as well put the lower ones on also. So I'm going to click on the other direction. I click on this angle right here, and if you look closely, the arrowhead is now pointing up. I want to switch directions, so I go, no, I want it to move down. So you can see those blocks are now starting to attach. I'm going to have 2 of those, and just like up above, we're going to say move that down 4 inches, and we click OK, bam, there it is. I finish my sketch. I now have the geometry to extrude those, so I click on extrude. I've got my profile set, so I go in there and select the 4 profiles, and we know that it's 5 inches in between there. So I go 5 inches, click OK. I hit my house here, I do a free rotate, look at this, there we go. Okay. Pretty simple shape just to do this lecture on. So I hope that helps you understand how to do a plane off of a flat surface.